I could put you in the brig for what you've done, but I won't do it.
Recording is in progress. Let me see. My mic test 1, 2, 3. This is Al Ducharme, sailing in the fjords of Alaska on my way to Juneau after being at sea. I'm on the beautiful Voyager of the Seas, Royal Caribbean's Voyager of the Seas. A little in the bit in the long tooth there, but she's a beauty. And they did. She was in dry dock a couple of years ago. They gave it a little tweak, a little polish. Looks great. Great food, by the way. The food on this ship has been phenomenal the last week. But it's an Alaskan cruise, and it costs a little bit more money, so they want to make sure they make everyone happy for paying that extra dinero. I'm Al Ducharme, and that's my partner, Al Romas. Al Romas, where the heck are you today?
Well, good to be back. We missed 2 weeks, our first time in 6 years. We missed 2 weeks in a row. We didn't miss it. We were there, and I didn't miss doing it, but we were there, ready to go. We had issues, technical issues. You've been traveling all over the world, and now we're back in Alaska. Your Alaska season starts. The Voyager. That's the original OG, right? That was the first real mega ship that changed the game.
I think it was the Sovereign of the Seas, but for the next generation, the Voyager was the first one that changed the landscape of. It's closer
first
to how
skating rink.
Yes.
All those things. I think Voyager was the first with that. And that was 1990 probably. I mean, that was before.
It was in the 90s. But I was talking to the cruise director, Mike. He's from Australia, and he started off with Royal Caribbean as a DJ before becoming, activities manager, assistant cruise director, and now he's been a cruise director for many years. And
is that
he said,
Mike Rumpf?
Yes.
I don't know how to say his last name.
Yes. Nice guy.
Yeah,
Very
I know
nice
Mike.
guy.
Yeah. Very cool.
He said that in 2001, 3 weeks after 9/11, he was taking the Voyager out of New York City. His parents said, no, don't go. This is 3 weeks after 9/11 when they first started opening up flights, international flights. And he said, Mom, I got to do it. They said, no, we don't want you to do it. It's too dangerous. But we had this conversation the other night. It was actually one of the safest times to fly.
Mm-hmm.
And I flew, same thing, like 3 weeks later, I attended a wedding in Los Angeles where they said, we're going to keep going, we're doing it. It was like 5 people on a 737 flying across the country. Yeah. Flight attendant said, come on up to first class, boys.
Oh.
And we all had cocktails, and
Nice.
The 5.5 hours flew, pun intended.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember flying pretty early after, and I remember anyone of any kind of ethnic look look them. Oh. They all had like American flag shirts and American flag bandana. America,
tattoos,
#1.
Fresh tattoos. America, #1.
Yeah. #1, America, Patriot, love you. Yes, go Yankee.
You're either just new to the green card or on the waiting list.
Yeah, it was a strange time, and it was funny because right before that, if you remember, I was not you remember, but the way airports were, I was in Tampa working side splitters, and I flew home Monday, whatever it was, a couple weeks before that, or maybe months before, it doesn't matter. But I didn't have my ID. I had I got so hammered with the owner, Bobby, at Side Splitters Sunday night. I partied all night with the staff, woke up and realized I had a flight, and I was still in my bathing suit. It was still probably wet. I threw it on a T-shirt and flip-flops. Bobby takes me and drops me at the Tampa airport at like 7 a.m. I went on. I go, I don't have they go, ID. I go, I don't have it. I go, I've lost it somehow this weekend. And I had my plane ticket. I'm holding an actual ticket, and they were like, all right, there you go.
Yeah,
get on.
You could.
And I flew home.
You could walk right in if you didn't have a baggage check. You could walk right in onto the jetway and get on your flight.
Yeah,
you got to show your ticket. You just showed your ticket.
No ID.
You could hand your ticket to somebody else, and they go, as long as there was a ticket purchased, they didn't care. As long as I could walk in with your ticket and just fly, and no one would ask any question. It was too porous. It was too easy. Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Pretty cool though.
It was cool. I'd have when I first started flying, it was such a big thing with my family. They're like, he's getting on one of them there airplanes. And people would come right up to your gate to greet you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
And they're like, oh my
yeah.
God, you made it home safe.
People don't realize. Yeah, well, the young people don't realize what it was like back then. It was nothing. I mean, you literally could just kind of run from your car, and you could make the flight because there was nothing. Did we had security, but I don't remember
It was
ever
a mall cop.
lines or
It was a mall cop.
yeah, there was no
TSA.
machines.
There was no TSA. It was not automated. Everything
No,
was printed out,
that's right.
analog. But
Yeah,
to actually, you could give your ticket to anybody. Oh, I can't make my flight. Here, take my ticket. And they go, all right, I'm going to Fort Lauderdale, spring
yeah,
break, and yeah,
yeah.
I got to go to a funeral. Here you go. Yeah, and no questions asked.
No questions asked. That's really what the book would be
It could
called.
be a woman's name.
Yeah. Yeah, I booked a flight for a girl, a waitress in Florida. And she flew to imagine that. Yeah, imagine that, a comedian doing that. And but I just booked it, called American Airlines, got her a flight. She flew to Detroit or whatever, and nothing. We didn't think of anything. Then it went the other way, and now it's sort of. I don't fly that much, luckily, but it doesn't seem that bad now. I mean, the shoes stay on, and
Yeah, they've
I'm
made
sure there's bullshit, but it doesn't seem that horrid as it was.
my carry-on bags can go through 40 times, and then you get the newbie for the TSA, and they're by the
Oh
book,
yeah,
and they go, boop, boop.
yeah.
Whose bag is this? Mine. What is this?
Yeah, this,
It's a
yeah,
razor.
yeah.
And what is
Jason
this?
Bourne.
Q-tips.
Yeah,
The other
I
TSA
know.
agents sometimes roll their eyes. They're like, but
Yeah,
they're in
he,
training, so.
he's doing his job. I got one at Canaveral. I did Utopia a couple weeks ago, and I had my lighters. So I had two torch lighters. I throw them in my shoe, and my shoes in a bag, and my bag's in my suitcase. So it's pretty, it goes through every time. So lately, though, they've been pulling it, and they couldn't find it last time. But this time they go, oh, we have the two, and they saw them in the shoe. So I'm like, they're on every week. I'm doing my thing. I'm an entertainer, and it's just a cigar lighter because it's windy. You need a torch, and so this guy goes. He's got an attitude, a young guy, and he goes, yeah. He goes, they're not allowed, and I go, I know, but I'm just. He goes, so they're not allowed. He goes, like, he didn't want to hear anything more from me, that kind of thing. So I go, all right, So we're standing at the table. He goes, what's your cabin number? And it takes a while because I don't know it offhand. So I pull it up off the app, and it's taking a few minutes, and he's getting annoyed. And I go 7648, and he goes, I didn't hear you. And I go 7648. He goes, repeat that. Like this guy is just now. We're gonna fuck with me. I don't know if you saw DTF St. Louis.
This is cruise ship security, correct?
The
or
port.
Is it port.
Yeah, Port Canaveral.
Oh, port security. All right, so it's the port, not the actual cruise ship. Okay.
Yeah, he's like 21. And, he's out of school, and he's not. So anyway, but DTF St. Louis was a scene where the cop interviewing the girl, and she kept saying, "Can you speak up?" And you could hear her fine. I can't hear you. It was like I think he just saw that and was like, I'm doing that tomorrow.
He's mimicking it.
So he's doing it. Yeah. So I go.
Well, they do that to make sure you're consistent. You're not making it up. So they want to make sure that the numbers are exact. But clearly, he's trying to throw some weight around because he doesn't. This is his only power. It's like when someone crosses in the crosswalk and they saunter and they look at you and they saunter and they're like, "Hey, motherfucker, I got the right of the way."
Yeah, that's right. I like to saunter. I'll do a saunter. I'll be honest. Big saunterer. But he was just full power. I got Whitey here. I can fuck with him a little bit.
Oh,
so I was like, all right.
Race was an issue. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, there seemed to be an underlying issue with the race. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm experiencing a lot of reverse racism. So I'm gonna.
Between them and women, we're not the most popular. People on
but
the
I'm not a
skinhead.
I'm a middle-aged whitey that put his time in. I'm not rich.
Yeah, they don't like.
You know what I mean?
They don't like.
I had my struggles.
Like we're bad.
Yeah, I know.
We're bad people.
They lump us in. They're racist.
They do. Oh, we're lumped. Yeah, yeah. So a lot of lumps. I got
Hey, there's a lot of
lumps going
sarcasm
on.
here, folks. Calm down. Calm your
Yeah.
ass.
Calm down, you fucks. So anyway, it goes 7648. He goes, say it again. And I'm just like, what are we doing here? I go 7648. And then he's writing like, slow. And I go, okay, blah, 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 whatever. And then he goes, I go, can I get a receipt? And he goes, yeah, all right. Okay. And we just stand there. I'm like, today? I didn't say that. I'm just like, can I get it today though? At some point? So he tears the thing and he writes it, and I can see he's writing, but it's sloppy, like it's
Yeah.
it's unreadable.
You guys are
illegible,
jousting
and
at this point. You're jousting.
I don't want to joust. I don't want. I don't want to joust. No
I don't want
joust.
to joust.
I want to take my lumps and go on
I
the
don't want
ship.
to joust by Al Romas, now available
That's
on
right.
your virtual bookstore.
Yeah. So anyway, I get the receipt. I go and I go up to the ship, and I've had some luck in the past. So I just texted the production manager. Go, hey, I lost 2 torch lighters. I kind of use them. Oh, can you help me out? And she's like, oh, let me check. She comes back. She goes, no, you can't have them. They'll be on the pier on the port
Ugh.
on our last day. I go, okay, fine, good enough, whatever. So last day comes.
Mm.
I head to the table of shame. It's a different. That guy's not there. It's just
Of
2
course.
women. I go, hi, how are you? Here's the receipt. And where do you think the lighters are?
In the
They're not on the
guy's
table.
cabin. The guy's cabin.
The guy's home. He took them home with him that night. They're gone. Yeah. So now I got to catch a shuttle to my rental car, and then the woman's like getting on a walkie-talkie. I go, "What are you doing?" She goes, "Well, I got to call this in and get." I go, "I don't have time." I go, "Just see ya,"
Mm-hmm.
and I had to leave. So two torch, not expensive ones. I leave the good ones at home,
Well,
but 2 torch
here's the
lighters.
thing. He's security, and
my
he
man.
actually this is security, and he stole them. He took an
Yes,
oath.
you're right.
He took an oath, and he stole
I didn't think
your
of that.
torches.
Security stole my lighters.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. I went through that 10-minute thing he knew in his head, this is gonna you'll never get these back, but it took 10 minutes for me to give my cabin number and my name and all that. But he knew he ain't getting these back. I'm taking them home with me, motherfucker.
Yep.
And he did.
Yep. He sure did. Hey, here's my little story, unrelated to the security issue and torches. So I'm on this ship for a week. So day 6, plus I had to spend a night in a hotel. So I'm 7 days out. I'm like, I'm going to do some laundry. So I go to the theater that I had just performed in, and there's no show. You're not supposed to do your laundry in the theater if they have a production show. It was my show. So I go, it's my night. I'm doing my laundry. So there's 2 machines.
As all big stars do.
Yeah. Well, what I'm trying to say, earlier we said I'm not rich. I'm just a middle-aged white guy that had his struggles. So I'm doing my own laundry.
I'll be doing my laundry
at my age.
Yeah.
Well, we get a discount to have our laundry done, but it's still like $40. I'm not going to have somebody pay somebody $40 to wash 6 pairs of underwear. Anyways,
6 pairs, $40, not bad. Not bad.
So I go in there, and the dryer's on top.
Wait, just interrupt quick. Quick interrupt. Did you ever walk in an entertainer's cabin and see their underwear hanging on a string or a hook? They've washed it in the sink, and it's hanging in their room. And
yes,
I've walked in and there's underwear hanging. What are you doing? Like, I'm drying my underwear. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's a little bit too much. Yeah. I'll go use a machine. So I go there. The dryer's on the top.
Yeah, use a machine.
Washer's on the bottom, and it's a very small room. It's right backstage next to the bathroom. And then there's a sink behind you with a hand soap dispenser and whatnot, but it's like right next to you as you're taking your laundry out. So the door opens up, the outside door opens up, and someone's coming in. I go, hey, I'm just grabbing my laundry. I'll be done in a second. And all of a sudden, I see it. It's a skinny little dancer girl, like 23 years old. And she comes up right behind me. I go, I'll just be a second. All of a sudden, she leans into my lumbar region. And I look under.
Lumbar.
And I'm like, what the hell is she doing?
Yeah.
And then she goes, and as the saying goes, she chucked a big green loogie
What?
in the sink and then turns the water on. And she goes, I'm
What?
sorry. She's got like Ebola. She's
What?
got Ebola, and she's standing right next to me as I'm trying to get my underwear out of the dryer.
Jesus.
And then she goes, sorry, and rinses it and then walks out.
Oh, that room has to be sealed. That's a biohazard.
So now I'm like,
right
yes.
there.
So I'm holding my breath. I'm grabbing my stuff, jamming it in the bag. I open the door, and she's standing just a few feet in front of me, and she looks at me and smiles. Sorry. And then I scurry away.
Oof.
Unbelievable.
Oh, what day was this?
This was yesterday. So if I come down with Ebola in the next 72 hours.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're what do they call it? It's cooking right now. It's festering.
It's festering. Now here's the
It's
deal.
in you. Your eyes are gonna start bleeding and shit.
Now when I was in my 20s, a girl could be on her deathbed and I'd be all over it. I wouldn't care what she had. I would be like, it's okay. I don't feel very well. It's okay. I don't want to give you my cold. It will be fine. What I'm saying is a 20-something-year-old girl who is adorable little dancer is leaning up against me, and she's chucking a loogie in the sink, and I want nothing to do with her. I want her to be put on a life raft and set adrift to the ocean.
Hell yeah. That's really it's funny. It's funny, but it's so true, right? Like that. I feel like my life is avoiding because we're out here so much. My life, it's really avoiding sickness. Like that's the kind of like a goal during the day and evening I have. It's just like I got to avoid the possibility of being sick because there's so much, it's going to happen, and there's so many ways it can happen out here.
And there's two things going on in the news right now. Ebola, which is in the Congo.
Epstein list. Oh, they forgot about that. Yeah.
And then there's the other one that people on that cruise ship out of Argentina. There was an issue there.
Yeah.
Those people
that was the
quarantine.
virus.
Yeah. From
that,
rodents,
I don't
understand.
I don't understand that story at all. I don't know what. I mean, I'm sure it happened, but there was one guy who made a video. So you got 170. It's a very small, exclusive kind of cruise. I think there were 170 passengers. Nobody made a video except this one guy that got out. One video gets out. He's reading he's got like a teleprompter or a script.
Very suspicious.
And then you come out, he finds out he worked for the cruise line.
Yeah.
Well, what was I'm all for a conspiracy. I just don't know what this one is, or
I think they cut off the communication from the ship for video and whatnot. I think that was all. But his went out. It could be anything. If you want to get deep into conspiracy, was it a government thing?
For what though? To open up a new pandemic or slowly?
Yeah. Isn't that what everybody's going for?
I don't know because I think they realized. I think that won't happen again. I don't think people will go with it. I think they tested us. We went with it, but then now the backlash is fuck you. It's not going to happen again. I mean, I can't imagine.
Well, we're coming up on, is it 9 billion people, the population, 9 billion? And how many billion can the Earth support in its current condition?
I'm all for a good purge. I don't mind a purge, but let's make it a weekend, not a year and a half. Okay.
I think it's like if they take out 10% of the population of the entire planet, then we get this extra 100 years or so. And they figured, everything would be cured. There would be cures for everything by then. I don't know. AI
is going to solve a lot of issues, I would think, medically, and that won't cure a lot because they need it. Obviously, the money's in. What's the expression? The money's in keeping them sick or something, or
that's where it is.
There's no money in healing. There's no money in healing people.
It's about treating. Like that. Treating is where the money is.
The treating, yes, yes.
And we're going to be 2 AIs and 1 pod.
That's not bad. That would be bad. Get 2 AI versions of us and just have them pod every week. Actually, that's very doable, years. I'm sure, right? Yeah. That'll be something you could easily do. And we already have the name, so we don't.
2 AIs, 1 pod. We have to capitalize the L in our names.
Copyright that name.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
some
we got to
booker
copyright
that
that
we used
thing.
to work for is already getting on that. Going to charge us 100 grand for it. Ah,
um, I here's another not lighter thing, but tell me your take on this. Uh, whatever utopia as a smoking area. I'm having a cigar,
mm,
and these four people are having their cigarettes. They're not eating, like another story I had. They're just having their cigarettes. Four people in their 60s. And the guy starts waving to me because I got the earbuds in, and I go, "Hey," I go, "How are you?" And he goes, "Kind of strong, that cigar. Kind of strong."
really?
I go, "Oh, yeah," and I go, "Oh," I go, "I don't know." I go, "I've been smoking a while, so it doesn't bother me." And he goes, "Whoa, whoa, yeah, a little strong. If you don't mind, maybe move down. Some empty tables down there. Why don't you move down?" These people are cigarette. There's four cigarette smokers going, and I haven't done a show yet, but there's empty tables. I'm like, all right, yeah. And I look at the guy kind of like, are you this much of a pussy? Really? I go, yeah. He goes, thank you, though, thank you. And he's pushing me like that, kind of with the hand, like,
Yeah.
thank you, thank you. And I'm like, all right. I go, where are we? Like, what is going on in the fucking world? I mean, I could never do that as a man. I would never, even if it was, I wouldn't. I'd be just embarrassed. No one's
I'm.
embarrassed anymore about
mm,
anything.
It's
You know
funny.
what I
I
mean?
can't
I don't
stand
know.
this.
Could you do that?
I can't stand the smell of cigarettes, but I love the smell
Right,
of pipe or a cigar. I love when I
right.
smell it, I'm
But
like,
would
ooh.
you ask them to leave you? Would you ask this
No,
man if it was you and three friends
no, it's a
and
smoking
he's smoking
section.
a cigarette and you're having
I wouldn't
cigars?
ask anybody to leave a
It's just
smoking section if they're smoking.
it's insane. It's actually insane. I couldn't.
You
So
made it
I
was
was
it
just
was
when
a
I was in a
small
good mood.
adjustment. Were they downwind? I guess they were downwind from you, but still,
No,
some.
it was a
I will
round
say
table.
sometimes
It was a
I will
round
say
table.
depending on
I
the
was
seating
actually
area,
against the water.
I try to like sit to the side of the smoking area, and but
Yeah, I'm not an
sometimes I'll
asshole
say
about it.
if I see people smoking and there's people that are not smoking but they're sitting with them, sometimes that happens because they're just hanging out. I go, hey,
Yeah,
the wind's blowing this way. If this bothers you, let me know. And usually it's like, nope, no problem at all.
right.
But I've only had to do
Yeah.
that once or twice. Not a big deal.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I'll be courteous when I can, and I'm not looking to be an ass, but that was just like, well, you're all smoking,
4-1.
and I'm against the window, so the wind is my smoke's going out the window right here. You
Right.
three are over here.
Then he might have had
You
a
caught me on a good
psychological
day. I'm
issue.
leaving, but this is fuck.
If your
Come on.
smoke is going out the window, then it's a visual thing for him.
Yeah, yeah, it was visual, all right, but
Hmm. Hmm.
anyway, there's a lot. Boy, that's all you need for a podcast. Just go up and have cigars on a cruise ship. You'll get stories every week. I mean, these people are
Riveting.
unbelievable. Mostly nice. Yeah, they're
Mostly nice.
riveting stuff. I know. Well, it's like on Thread, that app Threads, which is so lame. About they'll have these long threads, and then I just put up a picture of Spock from Star Trek saying "fascinating," and that's become
Did you
that's
start a
become my
meme?
thing. It's a meme out there already, and I just grab it and throw it up there. But people are getting a kick out of that because it's
I
just so lame when
Should
people
I go
want
back to Threads? I
think
deleted the app. I found it too intrusive.
yeah, it's intrusive. And it's just weird because I mean, people literally like go on a date or go to dinner or so, and then just come home and they write what they just did and ask people their thoughts on it. And it's just like, what, you know, makes me a little crazy. So I just put up fascinating.
Fascinating, Captain.
And people get a kick out of that. Hey, I'm looking at some notes here, man.
Yeah,
I don't know what this
give me a
is.
subject
It
matter,
says
will you? I'll riff.
Al. It says Al had a seatmate named Kim. I hope you know what that means because I don't. I remember you texting me about it. Was it a guy named Kim?
Oh,
And then he was a
that's what it
woman or
was.
hey now.
Yes,
Um,
we both have the upgrades to first class. So the guy next to me says, "Hi, I'm Kim,"
Hi.
and he goes, No, it's I think the flight attendant came over and said, Kim? Kim? And he goes, no, that's me. I'm like, oh, he switched with his wife, you know? And he goes, no,
Mm.
no, my name's Kim. And he looks at me, my name's Kim.
Yeah.
It's both a man and a woman's name. Get
Yeah, we
this.
know.
He goes, my wife's name is Melissa. So we go by Kim and Mel, and it's a constant issue. They call, are you Mel? No, I'm Kim. She's Mel. So it became like this bit
Jesus.
that they do,
Yeah.
and
It's
they
not
get a
bad.
kick
Not a
out of
bad
it. But
bit.
he ended up being a nice guy, and he invited me to the executive lounge at the
Hey
airport
now. I bet
because
he did.
we had long layovers, and my
Kim.
gate was on the other side of the airport, and so I went to the
Hmm.
other side and stayed at that lounge. But
Yeah, I would have done the same. You can't be hanging out with Kim.
with a man
KYM.
named Kim.
Does it go Y?
I
Did
didn't
you
know
ever
the
see his
spelling,
spelling?
KY Jelly. I have no idea how he
Yeah.
spells it. I just,
Wow.
it's funny the way you presented it. Hey, I'm
Yeah.
looking at my notes. I thought it was a question from a listener. So that's why it took me so long to dig
Oh.
it up. But
Yeah. No, my notes
yeah.
are
Kim and Mel.
scrambled and it just said Kim and Mel.
Yeah.
Kim and Mel.
She's a he and he's a she.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't care for it, to be honest. If I'm my name Kim, I would have changed it at,
To
you
Mick.
know, 13.
Yeah, Mick.
Mick Romas. There's never been
M-I-K.
a Nick
M-I-K.
Romas. Nick would be a good name. I would name a son or Nick.
Nick
It's
or
Nicholas. We have
Nicholas.
a Greek heritage. We have no Nicholas Romases in the fam.
I don't know.
Never
I'm having
happened.
an
I don't
issue with
know.
the name Nick now after Rob Reiner's son, Nick, murdered them both, the parents.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
That's right. We don't know if this
Could have been Spielberg.
maniac actually could have been. Could have been. How did I don't even know what that means. Could have been.
I don't know.
What do you mean? Could have been Spielberg killing Reiner, or he could have killed? Oh, maybe he goes and just kills a different director.
Yeah.
Maybe Nick
Competition.
Reiner's so whacked. Yeah, he likes. Um, is that an ongoing? I don't know. I lost interest in that story. Has anything happened, or is it just
Yes.
now in the court system? It'll take 3
Nick Reiner is out on bail and he's already murdered 2 other people.
See, I'm out of the loop. That's the problem.
I'm out of the loop.
Life moves fast, and if you don't pay attention,
Well, it's like
you miss out on
California, man. They're
shit.
so loose with their laws. It's like you make
Yeah,
bail,
imagine
12
living
grand,
there.
and you're back out sharpening knives.
Imagine living in California. Holy shit! I mean, really. No offense, but just what a nightmare. I'd look to get out if I was you, but you do
Well,
you. Did you know?
you're
You know what I
planting
mean?
seeds for me to open up. Yeah. Well, we're
Planting
making
the seeds.
we're making some arrangements to head back east. Let's just put it that way. You know the details, but we'll get into it next podcast.
Next pod. That sounds good.
That's a cliffhanger. Isn't that
That's
a
exciting.
cliffhanger?
Yeah, that's exciting. That's what they call those. Did you watch any of the roast? Kevin Hart.
Just some
Everyone's
clips.
talking. Everybody's talking about it.
I
It's
know it's getting
exciting.
tons of views. Tons of views.
I didn't watch it either.
People that are
Does
just
anybody watch
sharing
anything?
clips are getting views.
I mean, these clips are so annoying because it's like I got to watch some girl talk for 4 minutes, then show 8 seconds of a clip, and then she's back talking about. I'm like, who are you? You're just
Content.
play the clip.
Yeah.
Play the clip. But I
Play
thought
the
the
clip.
clips I've seen were kind of funny. I don't know. I laughed a
Yeah.
couple
So what do you
times.
think about people saying, even some veteran roasters are like, you roast, you make it funny. But roasting now it's supposed to be a little mean, but now they say it's gone too far. What do you think of that?
I kind of agree with it in the sense that I like the jokes with it. Like Geraldo used to really have great hard hitting shit, but it was funny. Whereas a couple clips over Shane was like Chelsea Handler's a Zionist. There's no joke;
So
it just says it. Or
so
Chelsea Handler went to Epstein's house.
Yeah, so he's throwing
Went to
in
dinner.
it
There's
leads
no
to
joke.
political. It leads to political divide.
Right. Now, what are we doing? I mean, that kind of thing. I'm like, I mean, I get it, but then she goes off now and says how they're all racist and all that, whatever. But I found it was just a different feeling this roast. I like the comedy set. I don't know, a comedy set. Netflix. It was just in the forum. I mean, the whole thing, like roasts have become in the forum. You know what I mean? Like, it used to be at the fucking little clubs or at a small ballroom. But otherwise, I thought it was pretty good. Cheryl Underwood. I've seen her. I don't know much about her. She seemed
Mm.
great. She got it. She understood the assignment, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I guess her husband committed suicide, and she was like, "Yeah, you can do jokes about it. I don't give a shit." So they did. People were upset about that. It's like she's not upset about it. Why are you, some douchebag, upset about it? You know what I mean? She's fine with it. She said, "Do the jokes," but there are people online. Oh, it was terrible, and it's like,
Some
no, she was
people
okay.
are just oversensitive, which I experienced on my last cruise. If you'd like to hear that story,
Hell yeah!
it's brief.
Can we take offense to an El Ducharme piece of material?
Well, I'm just showing you how sensitive people are. I brought up the subject matter. Does it go too far? And then there's people that are on the other side that are ultra sensitive and looking for anything to complain to somebody. And I'll start it off by this. Somebody went down to guest services and complained about something I said in my act.
No way.
You ready? You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready. But
It's a welcome aboard show. Teenagers in the front row,
uh-huh.
11 to 13 years old, maybe is
Ugh.
okay.
Uh-huh.
They're
Yeah.
sitting in the front row, and it's one
Ugh.
adult woman who later we found out
Mhm.
is the mother, and then
Mhm.
some teenage kids. One of them is her son and his friends. And one of them is wearing an orange puffy jacket, and he's just squirming and he's just moving and he's talking to his friends, and they're all like, the energy is horrible. So the teenager in his puffy jacket gets up and starts walking up the aisle. His friend, his little minion, walks behind him, and I say, Pee Pee Land, off we go to Pee Pee Land. Enjoy Pee Pee Land. The mother gets up
An Al
with her
Ducharme
arms.
classic.
Yes, her mother gets up with her hands on her hips. She goes, oh, like that. And she's with a smaller child, and they get up, and she leads, and the smaller child follows her. And she goes like this to me, not giving me the finger, but putting up her hand like I've had enough. And she walks out. I
C
go,
word.
thanks for swinging by. She goes right down to guest
No.
services. I found out later. She goes right down to guest services.
And
Guest
did
services
what?
calls the cruise director who is backstage.
How long is your set? Your welcome aboard set?
25 to 30.
20 minutes? 25 to 30. And
25 to
during that,
30 minutes.
only 20.
The first 6 minutes.
She was able to be offended, went to guest services, and they called the cruise director while the show's still going on.
Yeah, now I have another like 20, 25 minutes left, so I'm on stage.
Right.
I come off stage. Yeah. Cruise director says, hey, Al, great job. Great job. Hey, just so you know, that woman who left with her kids, she went right to guest services. Guest services called me backstage and says that her son was upset that you said pee-pee land.
I can't. I don't know what to say anymore.
No, he goes, I'm just letting you know. He goes, nothing, don't worry about it. I go, wait a minute. I go, am I supposed to apologize? He goes, no. I'm just letting you know.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm letting you know what happened. He goes, people are just ultra sensitive these days. I go, with all the things that are going on in the world, all the stuff
Pee-pee
that's
land.
happening, wars and viruses and pee-pee land.
Pee-pee land
Is the issue. Pee-pee land.
Wow.
So if pee-pee land is going to end my comedy cruise career, then that's a good way to go out.
Yeah, it's fitting, right? Pee-pee land. Oh my God. I'm not. I mean, it's funny. Every time I hear stories like this, I go, I'm shocked, and I'm not shocked. People are unbelievable, and you know, it's like those kids she's not paying attention to in the least can ruin your show, and that's fine.
The
You say
mother,
pee-pee land,
the mother programmed her child to be sensitive, and the kid didn't say, Mom, go to guest services and tell them that the comedian made me upset.
Right.
The mother put that, she created this whole thing because she's a very weak person. And that kind of damage to a person can cause more damaged by proceeding the way she did. Now, was she looking for a discount? Was she looking for a credit? Or was she just looking for attention? Or does she have
Yeah, well, a
mental
little of,
illness? And we all have mental
well, I think a
illness, but
little of
what degree?
everything you just mentioned. Yeah, everything there. It's amazing too. It's day one. It's only the thing. The ship has been sailing for 4 hours, and this whore is already fucking pissed and letting
Sitting
people
in the
know
front
about it.
row
And
with underage people that are
God damn,
under 16 years old, which you're not supposed to sit in the first
which
couple
not supposed to be
rows.
doing. Yeah, maybe
So
you should have went to guest
already,
services.
as she goes to
You should
guest
have complained.
services,
Yeah, you know. But
we were
and
actually
that used to be
laughing
a
about it
good.
backstage. But
Yeah, well, I mean, it's so stupid. You have to laugh about it. Did you have to do two on that one? Is that a one welcome?
yes, and I did the second
Okay.
welcome aboard show, and I told the cruise director, I said, I'm not going to sing Pee Pee Land this show, and he laughed. He goes, "That's up to you."
Pee Land. Oh God, unreal. So you're
I'm
leaving
embarrassed to
that
say
one. You
it's one of my cruise ship family show signature bits I'll
hey,
do if someone gets up in the front row, you know.
thing with welcome aboard shows, we all have something in there that you're not like quote unquote proud of. You know what I mean? Like it's not something I'm pretty proud of this. It's just you got to
Well,
get
the
through that
audience loves
show
it.
with
The
laughs.
audience feeds off it because it's so absurd to have me as a grown man doing it, and the person is walking out, and the
Yeah,
audience is snickering at them,
sure.
but it keeps other people from getting up. You
It's
know, it's a
unbelievable.
welcome, it's a
Last
welcome
night,
aboard show. When they do two, I fucking hate it.
I
But
hate
people
it.
are on
That's
the
why I
ship
asked.
and they're
It's
so
pointless.
excited. They traveled and they can't. They go to each venue for like 5 or 6 minutes just to, because they want to get
Yeah.
it all in. You know.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. It's a one show. You know, if you have two welcomes, you just got to kind of question what are you doing here? Because you don't have to. I've asked them every time, and they go, no, that we can do. You know, we decide. And a lot of cruise directors are like, no, I just do one.
Yes.
So I don't know why old Mike's doing two over there, but
Mm.
whatever. Who's replacing you? Did you find out who's coming in the cabin?
Andrew Kennedy is
Who's
the name that I have. Andrew Kennedy. Do you know Andrew? I know him from New York. Then he lived in Connecticut for a
I do.
while, and then
Yeah.
he was in California. I think he's back in Connecticut now. He had a pilot and a 13 episode back in the
Hmm.
90s that after
90s.
Montreal, maybe 20 years ago, Montreal Comedy Festival. So
Yeah. I remember the name. I'm sure I do know him
Tom
or met him, but
Ingenu is his manager.
oh, okay. Yeah. Omnipop.
Omnipop guy. Yeah, he did well.
Mm-hmm.
He had a nice little
Yeah.
4 or 5 years of which
Wow.
is pretty good in this business if you can get to that level.
Yeah.
We all
Yeah.
think we're
Yeah.
going to get to that
That's
because,
cool.
we're going to get that automatically. That's nothing. I'm going on to bigger and better things. And then getting to that is a
Right.
lot of hard work and pure luck. Yeah.
A lot of luck. Remember Swingers when the beginning of Swingers, John Favreau's like, yeah, he's from Queens. And he goes, I flew out here last year, and he goes, I thought they were giving away sitcoms at the airport. I tell everyone made it sound. You just get a sitcom when you come out here.
I was a product of that. I was coming out here for pilot season, like
Oh,
spent
pilot season.
losing thousands of
Uh,
dollars, spending a few grand, and
yeah,
then I just go back home. I'd be partying for 2 or 3 months. I go back
yeah,
home defeated and going, how am I going to
yeah.
get out of this debt?
And you got to work the Kowloon. You got to do the. You got to book get some. What was that? Was that the Chinese restaurant, the
Yeah,
Kowloon?
in Saugus,
Okay, yeah,
Massachusetts.
yeah. Sometimes you ever
And
say shit, and then meanwhile your brain's like, I don't think that's right. I do that on stage all the time when I'm doing crowd work. I'll be saying something. I'm like, oh yeah, that's like that movie, and then my brain in the back of my head's going, that's not right.
yeah, that's not
And I
accurate.
wait, and then
Yeah.
you can, yeah, that's. And then I go,
Sometimes an
is that
audience member
right?
call
People
you
go,
out,
no.
call you out on it. Yeah,
I
correct you.
don't know. Yeah. We have the. I'm on. By the way, I'm on the Icon. Haven't been on here in a year or so. At Miami, so I did the Miami drive, and let me tell you, after Canaveral for a year, that Miami drive seemed like fucking endless. That was a long drive. I did it for a
Oh
year.
yeah,
Thought it was
it's
a
twice.
cake
It's
because
twice
I
as
wasn't
long for you.
flying, and now I'm doing this instead of Canaveral. It's just all perspective. You know what I mean? You come after 20 years of flying, you're like, I'll drive. This is great. Now, yesterday it was like,
Oof.
this is fucking far. I don't care for this.
Who
But
are you working
all
with?
good.
Do I know them? Did you already tell me?
I don't know if you know. Yeah, I think Neary Signs.
I don't know him, but I
Signs.
heard his name in the mix. Yeah.
And Dan Greeter. You know
Oh,
Dan.
I love Dan. Say hello to Dan for me. I
Will
like
do.
I like that Dan Greeter guy.
Yeah, he's good. I knew him back in the clubs and Vegas a lot. He would do Comedy Stop, but I think I met him at a Funny Bone. He was a Ohio guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
California guy now.
Yeah, 20 whatever he said. He was telling me last night. 20 years or something. Been there, I think, or maybe he's married 25. He had one of my favorite jokes where he goes, he and his wife, she's very competitive, and he goes, we did a 5K, and he goes, I'm doing my thing, and he goes, she's turning around from 800 feet ahead of me and going, let's go, it's a race, you pussy. He goes, she's very competitive. And then the other one was she's a nurse, and she said to him, how come you never come to visit me at work? And she goes, I go to your job all the time. He goes, yeah, my job is fun. Your job smells like hot dog water. Hot dog water. Come on. So yeah.
All right, we got to wrap this up, buddy, because I'm getting the heave ho, and I'm going to be coming to port soon.
Oh yeah. You're off the boat, and where are you staying? Where's the Juno?
The landing in Juno.
Tree, the Juno.
Yeah, the landing.
Nice.
I'll be staying there.
Nice.
It's Sunday, so I have to pick my restaurant before they close for my dinner. Then I fly from
holiday.
Juneau. Yeah, I'm going to fly on Memorial Day. What is it? Yep, Memorial Day. I will fly to Ketchikan. It's probably a 35-minute flight. 25, 30 minutes.
Make a video. Let's see it. We always look at those videos. Then I feel weird looking at them. I'm like, should I look at this? Did he land yet? I don't want to see you know what I mean? I don't want to see some horror show. Hey, folks, Memorial Day.
Yes.
We say it every year. It's not happy, okay? It's not a happy day.
Sad.
It's just Memorial Day.
We're remembering the dead who gave the ultimate sacrifice. It's not happy Memorial Day. It's
no, but
it's in remembrance. It's yes. And thank you for your service, Romas.
Peace.
A succulent Chinese meal.
So long, Al. Have a good trip.
Iceberg dead. Don't forget to review us and rate us. It really helps.
The Talking Dicks became friends at a very young age, and the rest is history. This is the Two Al's One Pod podcast. Thanks for tuning in.
What? Done.
I didn't kill my wife. I don't care.
We'll fix it in post, you son of a bitch.
All right.
Okay, sure.
All right. Subscribe.
This was a horrible mistake.
Mary.
Patreon.com/2Als1Pod.
Patreon.com/forward-the-two-dicks.
If you shoot me, you won't see a cent of that money. Why?
I think it ends on that. That's beautiful.